Hi, I'm Fernando. I'm the CEO and co-founder of Relayz. We are a Web3 hyper-secure communications protocol, and I'm here to tell you a little bit more about us and our plans for the future. So, current state of privacy slash security, it's quite terrible, to be truly frank. It started with the tech giants hoarding a lot of information and invasive solutions that they created, targeting users, you name it, you know everything. Yeah, I don't need to follow majority of people through this. Yeah, with COVID-19 and people working from home, it became even bigger targets. So in the middle of all of these, there's interception of communications. Yeah, being video, messaging, calls, doesn't matter. Yeah. And it could be governments, bad players, competitors. There's all sorts of it, yeah. And it's quite becoming a big problem, yeah. With all of these, of course, there's breaches, and all of those breaches being problems, and then exposes people, and people don't really have a kind of a safe place where they can have conversations, yeah. And they'll become targets basically. So every conversation, every message, everything that you do is recorded somewhere on some server, either you want it or not. Yeah, it is a fact. Yeah. Obviously, with more recently with Twitter files and many other things that came to light throughout the last 3 years, has shown that we are constantly being manipulated, targeted, and it becomes quite a problematic for a lot of organizations and people because they need this privacy. Yeah? And so being decentralized, censorship resistant is quite important, and that's what we are creating. We saw this opportunity with quite a while back, actually, 5 years ago. And more recently, we look at more people working from home. So the attack surface has increased. People are going to be are being more targeted in the last 3 years, and of course we saw an opportunity here, and with the blockchain trust is given to people. Blockchains are becoming better security. So it's evolving to a point where we believe we can achieve a much higher level of security. Yeah. So there's definitely a demand for hyper secure communications. And when people tell you, and me as well, oh yeah, we don't think people care much about security, I do not believe that anymore. I think it was true around the 2010 to 14, 15, and then people start to change a little bit. And the way I counteract those things is or whoever is trying to have that conversation, I say, well, people go home, they close their door. Yeah, people go to their bedroom, they close the curtains. Of course they care about privacy, they care about security. So it is the option given to them, they will go for it. Yeah, if there's no option, obviously, people get up, people don't care. But these usually are the usual players that always say, oh, somebody, if you don't have anything to hide, all of those questions are usually by the same people, the same players that, they will benefit from not having, for people not having true hyper secure communications or a place where you can have conversations and talks and messages between your loved ones or business or friends is quite important. And Twitter files have, for example, it's demonstrated how important that is these days. Yeah. So the solution was really to build something that is decentralized. So the ID is quite important to this as well. So your identity is your wallet, censorship resistant, by really providing a peer-to-peer communications, routing or without routing. There's different levels. Yep. With our communications protocol, we're really going for total decentralization that will be provided by multi-chain. I'll tell a little bit about that, and our own network node operator. So we'll achieve really true end-to-end encryption, and it's privacy focused. Of course, because we have a network of node operators, we actually will provide true HD video quality which degrades in majority of traditional players because it goes through central servers and so on and so on. And some are trying to implement just through peer-to-peer, which obviously, it degrades when there are many people on the call. Yeah. This is how it looks when you reach the page. Yeah. You type your name, you type your room name, and you connect, or you just follow a link. Already somebody started a meeting. Yeah. And then you will be able to join the meeting either with your own wallet, or if you don't have a wallet, we have a solution that creates a sort of a temporary wallet on the Near protocol. So we're actually building on Near, so you can have a Near wallet. You can also connect through MetaMask, and we're testing other wallets, and we're going to provide all sorts of wallets that will be able to connect. Yeah. If not, there's this temporary wallet which allows you to connect. So we're going to capture Web2 users there, because you might have one or two people that are Web2 users, they don't have wallets. So it basically just creates a temporary wallet, sort of temporary wallet on a Near protocol, and it's stored on your browser. Yeah. We're going to provide a lot of information about that. That brings a new journey for capturing Web2 users, which is quite important. We get this question all the time. Yeah. So that means then our target is going to be mainly Web3 users, but the strategy then will fork out at some point. Yeah. The go-to-market strategy. So we also want to do other things with the protocol. So this is a protocol that has several tools on the top. The first one is a video conferencing, yeah, and then Messenger and so on and so on. Yeah. So obviously we want to help everyone to have secure comms. Means also Metaverse, people talking on Metaverse, being in games as well. Messaging, video call, talking to people you're playing with, it doesn't matter. We want this to be the foundation for all Web3, and so we talk with some projects so that they can implement our protocol. So this is quite exciting across all Web3. Yeah. Market size and revenue model. So there's 1 billion daily calls. So in many things in crypto, people don't need to use it every day. And you'll see when we are on a bear market, DeFi almost disappears, gaming almost disappears. This is a series of tools that have real utility on a daily basis, and 1 billion daily calls is quite a significant target, and of course we are not going to be able to target all of those. But if you look at 320 million users, this is a number came from CoinMarketCap. I do not believe there are those number of users. I believe we are at about 80 million, between 50 and 80 million. Nobody really knows, but we're going to target those users. Yeah, and if we get 1%, we can get between 500,000 to 1 million users easily. Easily. It's never easy, yeah, but easier because they are people that are in crypto using it every day, So if you look at the TAM is quite impressive, and this was for the year 2022. We do not know. We don't have statistics yet for 2023, but it's going to increase obviously, and we're just going to go for the sum, which is quite achievable. Yeah. So business model, we're going to leave it for free for everyone. We're just going to use the traditional go-to-market is user acquisition. But when we turn on our business model, it will always be free the first 40 minutes. Yeah. But to start the call, you'll need to stake the Relayz token. So when the 40 minutes, when you're ending reaching the 40 minutes, yeah, of the call, it will give you a message and say you're about to run out, yeah, and it will take automatically from your stake tokens, it will take automatically a small number of cents. It's quite small. We don't want to publicize it yet, but it's quite a small amount. Yeah, it will take that from the smart contracts. From your tokens that you stake. The smart contracts will automatically take that. Yeah. The subscription model is for organizations to have predictability in terms of costs, and because you have budgets and so on. Yeah. So at some point we will have subscriptions as well, and of course we'll be a lot competitive. We can, because we don't have so much costs. For example, we don't need to run an infrastructure, nodes, and so on. We have a network of node operators. Which will take me to the next topic. But we'll just want to say in terms of subscriptions, different levels of subscriptions going to give different features and so on. So the Relayz token, is it's pretty. And there's not much for me to say about that, But it is. You've seen it all over. It's fixed supply. Access to the platform, subscriptions model, premium features, also community rewards, etc. So we're going to have a multi-chain strategy. Yeah, we do have a multi-chain strategy, and this is important for us, and I'll explain in a minute why. So these are traditional token phases on many projects, but the subscription is quite important. Loyalty, we have a lot of strategies around this, but the infrastructure node this is what is quite important, and I need to explain you this. So basically the way it works is when the participants come to a call, your public keys from your wallets are going to go to a smart contract, initially on a chain, then we're going to diversify multiple chains, and they will the smart contracts will use those public keys to create a one-time session key, and that is going to be persisted through the network of our node operators, and our network of node operators are pretty much anyone that want to be a node operator. It's going to be quite a low entry level, but they will provide persistence of that routing, peer-to-peer calls, so that people are in different parts of the world, and also providing bandwidth. So all of that is persisted through the network of node operators that will get rewarded our token. Obviously, the bigger the network, the more decentralized it is. So the more operators, the more decentralized it is, and this gives a totally different level in terms of quality of the calls, to a certain extent, the security as well. But the critical part here is the multi-chain strategy aligned with this, because smart contracts that will do a lot of management of these. There will be a behavior analysis as well, and for this people get rewarded a token. So this is extremely important for us. We don't have the same cost that any traditional player out there, because we don't need to maintain a super hype network. The network will be you and everyone out there, that will be able to provide this. And the more people will come, the stronger the decentralization it is. It's in terms of decentralization, it's not much different from any network out there. So this is what I've been explaining, the Relayz token. What you can do with it. The roadmap. We are at the moment. You can use the tool. You can just go and start to use it. Please do, because you'll be safe while you're doing it. And we are at the moment a bit late on our network node operators. We are just finalizing the first version. I would say towards the second week of February, we will come out with a version that people can start to test. I'm already talking with a few people that want to be node operators, and we're going to start to onboard them in the next month or so. So that's where we are, and then of course we're going to market now. We want to target about 20 to 30,000 users, and as the markets are picking up and we're moving away from a bear market, we will then of course launch the token, when the market conditions are right. Eventually we will deploy before that we will deploy the first version V1 of our network of node operators, and we will at the same time deploy subscriptions, and we do have other tools already, but it's very hard to go to market with all the tools. So then as we are launching the first tool, which is this video conferencing tool, then we will start to bring more to the public all the other tools. So it is kind of a process that depends on many other things, but we have the roadmap. It reflects exactly that. The only thing that we need to adapt with the roadmap is the market conditions, and then we will do as we go. So the team, myself and Enrique, we are the co-founders. We have a strong background in technology, cybersecurity, and we're early guys in crypto as well. So we've seen it all. We understand how bad players also work, and we can counteract with a lot of the things we are developing these tools. Pedro is our CEO, and Karsten is someone that is in the US and is going to take us to the US market. We have a very strong management team, and we also have Charlie is our marketing manager. This slide, I'm sorry, but it's an old slide. I need to update it. But Charlie is our marketing guru. He's our marketing manager. He's based in Beijing. And we have a very, very strong team, with an incredible the background is varied and give us an ability to be flexible and work together. We understand each other quite well, and we complement actually in terms of forming the team and how we went through the process, of being quite efficient. We've done it quite well in a very, very short amount of time. So we're quite pleased with that. We are a team of about 13, about to be 14. We're just hiring a couple more people. So as we go to market, and as there's more demand, obviously the team is going to increase. Our advisor, so Joshua has an incredible background as well for a long time in crypto, and then he is the person who advises a lot in terms of market and the regulations and where we are. So when it comes to Scott was one of the first persons in the Brave browser. He was an instrumental architect in all of the Brave browser, the basic attention token back in 2017, and he's helping us a lot in terms of structuring, and looking at the blockchain, etc. And that brings me also to David. David has pretty much touched in all sorts of things in crypto and in blockchain. So he's been a co-founder with a few projects, Holochain. So he was very instrumental on the advice he gave us right from the beginning. So we have quite a strong team of advisors, and we're ready to go. So we are ready where we are. Without going to market, without having pretty much any marketing strategy, we kind of have we reach about 2,000 users on the platform. And that's just word of mouth. We're not doing anything. You can see our socials right at the beginning in terms of doing all of those strategies about getting communities built and so on. So that's where we are. We are going to build our community now. We're going to market with quite a few partners across the world. And obviously we have our own strategy. We are in charge of our own strategy, the go-to-market strategy, and all the partners going to augment that. Yeah. So thank you very much.